Okay, good evening. Welcome to Behind the Scenes. They call me Stepney. I'm here with more of the Warnock cast. Gentlemen, introduce yourselves, and then we'll get straight into it.
Hi, I'm Alan MacDonald.
My name's Joe Gordon.
And my name's Sam Jones.
Welcome. Like the others, these are just quick, brief, good old chats, and we're going to find out a bit more about you guys. So we're going to go straight in and find out with our first question. How did you guys find the auditions? Let's start with Joe. Let's go with you first. You're in the middle.
I actually found the audition process quite really well. Main things is that one of Becky, who was our director, one of our directors. She read the other roles, but she did it fully in character and fully gave that brilliant energy, which made it quite really easy to bounce off properly and give a really good audition. Plus, I've been a part of City Theatre for a few years now, so I was comfortable and I knew the people anyway, so but I was quite good at being put at ease.
Okay, Sam, let's go with you.
Yeah, so I did the previous show called Snow White with City. So it was actually Alan, because we were outside of here. So he got sent a casting call and he couldn't make it, so he sent it over to me. So I did the previous show, and then Barry, who was the writer, said I'm doing a show again. You don't want to audition for it? So I was like, yeah. So basically, I auditioned predominantly for Alan's character, who Alan got, and Alan auditioned for mine. But so we done obviously a couple of auditions, back and forth, and they decided to go the other way, which when we found out, we were quite surprised.
Very surprised.
Yeah, but yeah, you're sort of as a training actor, you've got to sort of go with whatever's given in a sense, and each one's a challenge, isn't it? So yeah, it was good. No, as I say, we all had to go with different things. There was a lot more people here reading the different parts and stuff, but yeah, it was good. As I say, they're comfortable and played a couple of games to get started, breaks. Yeah, it was good, yeah.
And Sam, what about you? Sorry, Alan, sorry.
You're going to say, he's good at it. Yeah, I found it a little bit nerve-wracking. Like, the focus went mostly on Mr. Hughes, who Sam ended up getting. So when they said, "Do you want to do Mr. Wabbit? Do you want to read in?" I was like, yeah, go on then, and then done it. But I think maybe I give a better performance of Mr. Abbott because I wasn't as nervous, because I kind of got through at me. Yeah, so yeah, so yeah, it was okay though. Yeah, it was okay.
Do all three of you know each other from before? Or is,
no,
Alan and Sam, I know you guys.
So me and Alan train at a school called Act for TV, and it's predominantly like television stuff. So this theatre stuff's quite new to us. So we know each other from that. And then obviously, as I say, got sent the casting call, and then the writer said, oh, can Alan have a sort of an audition for the next show, since he gave it to me, the previous one. Yeah. So as I say, we're really good mates outside of here. So it's brilliant being sort of cast alongside your friends. And yeah, it's funny because our characters in the play don't like each other, do they?
No,
they really don't like each other. So yeah. And people say, like, how'd you find the energy, to sort of hate him? And I go, oh, mate, it's inside me already. Don't you worry about that. And yeah, so met Joe done the previous show as well. So met Joe there. But yeah, got on ever since. It's been brilliant.
And how has the overall vibe been on set? How's the overall vibe been? Has it been any tense moments? Any conflict? Can I ask that? Should I ask that?
We do tend to get along with each other. It's a really nice, friendly and atmosphere. Yeah, just the people that we work with are dead easy to get on with, dead easy to work with. No fear, for example, if we want to maybe a little bit experiment a little bit with the scenes. Whoever it is that we're performing with is you always up for it. Will give you just as much as you give them. It's brilliant.
It's a very it's a very professional cast. You know, the sort of level of acting, just watching them. You know, like obviously you're in your own scenes and then you're watching other people perform. You're thinking, you know, it's brilliant. You know what I mean? The levels. Then, as I say, the casting call got sort of a lot of people turned up and stuff, and it was the you know, as you say, it's the in a horror, it's the survival of the fittest, isn't it? In a sense, in auditions, you know, the cream comes out, doesn't it, at the top, like, but yeah, it was so we, I mean, reading the awards. And
I feel like there's not really tension, but like Sam said, this man and his character don't really like each other. So sometimes in rehearsal, I feel like sometimes when he's getting in my face a bit, I feel like what's going to happen here? You know what I mean? Like, what's going to go on here? But, yeah.
So you've got characters that don't like each other, but people that do. What's been your biggest challenge while you've been on set? And that goes to, let's start with you, Alan. What's been your biggest challenge? What's been difficult?
Well, I'm a nice guy in general, and this guy, you know, he's a little bit, you know, not a nice guy. So trying to get into the mindset of being a little bit bad, I'd say that's been challenging.
And how would you say you've overcome that? So you're a nice guy. How'd you turn on?
Just trying to be a bad man 24/7 now, just to get fully push myself into it.
Just walk around, just with an attitude going on.
Exactly, yeah. It's not saying thanks when I get like a cup of coffee or like just method acting at its finest.
And then what about you? What about you, Sam? What's been your biggest challenge?
Well, originally, sort of, as I say, acting with your friend, you know, with your friends, it can, you know, you've got to be serious now. We're doing the scenes and stuff. That was probably the biggest sort of getting over the giggles and stuff at the start. But to be fair, the character of Mr. Hughes, you know, he's sort of like a good guy. He wants the best for people. He looks out for people. Yeah, I don't know. So I mean, my character. I'm not saying that's me in a sense, but yeah, it's very sort of like what you try to be in life. Do you know what I mean? So it's in terms of challenges, yeah, it's sort of it's a very good character, but yeah, and I sort of straight away and I knew what he wanted. Do you know what I mean? From each scene and stuff, and obviously what he's trying to achieve. Obviously with Al, it's completely different. You know, as I say, when we first auditioned, it was challenging to sort of prepare yourself for that audition because you're getting in that mindset, thinking, you know, you've got to be horrible to everyone and stuff. And then when you say cut, you know, you're nice to everyone again, it's, you know, sort of switching it. But yeah, so maybe that.
And Joe, you've had time to think about this question now, so I'm expecting a great answer here. No pressure.
Really, it's always that note of like trying to meet new people, but I've always struggled with that. It's really something that I've got to kind of overcome. Like the people I've met, like in the group at the moment, are really friendly. So that has massively helped. I think as well, I'm just like a cat in the corner.
Okay, and you're going through this process as friends and making new friends now. With every process, there should be something that you've learnt. What have you learnt that you feel has been something that you can use going forward or beneficial to this particular role that you're doing in this play? Let's start with Alan.
I knew you'd say me. What have I learned? I've learned that no matter how long you've been acting for, the giggles never go away. You always laugh. It's hard to be serious all the time. And once I go, and it takes a while for me to get focused, and then like, yeah. Yeah,
And as I say, me and Al, sorry to interrupt, but me and Al have done camera stuff, so where you obviously over the shoulder, so whereas now you're obviously with an audience, so it's a completely different technique in a sense, you know. So as I say that in the previous show, I was very lucky to have very good team partners who helped me and a very good cast. But yeah, definitely, I mean, for myself, you know, it is the technical side of the stage, and I'm just asking loads of questions, people who've done it previously, and then people outside of here as well.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing for me is being aware where you are on stage. And I'd say one of the biggest challenges was having me back to the audience, which is weird.
Yeah.
From coming from camera to doing it theatre. So yeah, that's still struggling with that now, like, but it's getting better.
And also it's like with the TV stuff, you got mics on. Do you know what I mean? So you don't have to like really project. Whereas you're in a theatre, you know, the back of the audience can't hear, you know, if you haven't got the mic on, etc. So yeah, that's another thing, you know, learning to voice control, voice projection and stuff, and all that. Loads of really good tips going forward. Yeah, you know, you say learning on the job in a sense, isn't it? Like, but yeah.
Joe?
Like every show I do, every little bit is always finding new techniques and new ways of doing things, and no matter what you do, you're always going to make mistakes, and you always have to learn from those errors. Always just a constant learning and growing.
Okay, so you've got to this stage. You've beaten off the competition. Well done. High five. Look, it's an air high five there. Psh, it's the camera. Have you got any idea of how this might be reviewed? You know, how if you were to review it yourself, how would you review it without giving too much away, obviously? So let's start with Sam. Let's go with you first. How would you review the play? 2 sentences. 2.
Yeah, right. I mean, I think it's full of there's twists in it. It's, you know, very nice parts, really sad parts. I think it covers sort of everything, really. You know, I think the audience will walk away upset, happy. Do you know what I mean? Feeling a bit of everything. And yeah, as I say, without giving everything away, it's a brilliantly written play. As I say, when I first read it, I thought, yeah, you know, I really want to be a part of this. And as I say, I'm going for blabbering.
You got more than 2 sentences.
Joe, let's go with you. You're next.
It's a good mix of tone. So it's funny when it needs to be funny. It's dark when it needs to be dark. It tells the story in a really engaging way that keeps people hooked.
Okay, and Alan, they've taken up your 2 sentences. Let's try 4 words.
Okay. Even a bit more than that. This show is a must-see.
That's fantastic. I'm sure I'm going to end with one simple question. And what has been your highlight of rehearsals? Let's go with you, Joe.
I think that first rehearsal, that first read through, when everyone's got the part and we sit down and we read it for the first time as those characters, and you hear it come to life, and you hear the pacing in the story, and you get a vision of what it's going to be like at the end. I think that's always a good highlight.
And Alan?
Yeah, pretty much what Joe said. Then I feel like when you listen to everyone do the first read through, you just realise like everyone's been cast perfectly for the roles, and then just the atmosphere and every, like the positive energy that's everyone's got and brought with them. It's good.
And finally, Sam.
Yeah, just I think on Tuesday, the first week, sort of the first session being off book, and just gives you that opportunity to really play with the character and sort of explore it more. Because obviously when you got your script and you're looking down a bit, but just obviously it's really exciting going forward now for all of us. Yeah, obviously becoming more off book and that, isn't it? And you know, exploring it more and sort of getting more comfortable and keep putting on the best show, like. Yeah.
Fantastic. Without looking at the flyer, guys, what's the date that we need to remember?
23rd, 24th, 25th.
and it's at the Hope Street Theatre. Is that correct?
Yeah,
That's the one, yeah.
Oh, well done, Alan. Well done for answering that very quickly. You guys, give you guys a B+ for not going. Yeah, 23rd, 24th, 25th. But well done. Looking forward to it. If I can myself, I'm going to try and pop down. It'll be good to actually see this because it sounds fantastic. It does actually sound fantastic, and if I can get down myself, I will. And it'd be good to just actually, meet the people that have put on this excellent performance. So, guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'm sure this show will be a hit. And everybody needs to go and see it. It's a Barry Levy play, directed by Rebecca Morland and Lou Hewitson. Sorry. And these guys have been Alan, Joe, and Sam. They call me Stepney, which doesn't sound right when I say it like that. I don't know why I say it like that. Maybe I have to stop saying it like that. It's just they call me Stepney, and I don't know why. My name is Stephen, but they call me Stepney. It's always stuck since I was a young lad. So we'll go from there. Thank you very much for your time, gentlemen. Take care.
Nice to meet you. Brilliant.
Cheers, Stepney. See you later.
See you later.